What is going on, LadyStrong Fitness family? I have someone that needs no introduction. What I can say about this person, she's approaching her 2-year anniversary in September. When she started with us, she was part time. She was in Schaumburg as a part time coach. Now she's in Geneva full time. We have today Coach Caitlin. How are you?
I'm nervous. How are you?
Welcome to the Women Behind the Weights podcast, where we empower and inspire women to lift both weights and their voices. Each week, we explore the incredible journeys of women who are breaking barriers in the fitness world and making their mark. Join us for insightful discussions, inspiring stories, and practical tips that you can apply in your own life. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting your fitness journey, there's something here for everyone. Tune in to discover the stories that will ignite your passion, uplift your spirit, and remind you that you are Lady Strong. Let's lift each other up, one conversation at a time.
I am fine. What's funny is that you speak on the mic every single day, but yet when it's time to talk on the episode, you're super nervous. It's so weird.
This is much different. I don't know
Okay,
how, but it is.
that's fair. That is fair. So I'm really eager. Obviously, a lot of people that might be tuning in today may know who you are and or know your story. But for those that do not, please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh my gosh, what do you want to know? I'm Caitlin. I've been with LSF, like you said, for just shy of 2 years. This was my first ever coaching position. Prior to this, I was working in graphic design, more in the corporate space, had a lot of design jobs. And I think I came to a point in my career where it just wasn't fulfilling me the way I wanted to be fulfilled. And it was actually Coach Dawn who posted on her Instagram story that you guys were looking for part-time help. Dawn and I have known each other for years. We met bodybuilding. So I said, what the heck? Let's just try it out and see. And
Dive
here we
right
are.
in. Here we are. I'm intrigued to learn, why did you decide to work for Lady Strong Fitness? Out of all the fitness industries, like everything that's out there, why Lady Strong?
Number one, you're all women, which is very exciting. Men are dumb. And they're hard to work with. Just from a corporate setting, they're hard. They're not the easiest. Also, I know Dawn. Like I said, I trust Dawn. So if Dawn had nothing but positive things to say about the place, then I mean, I had no doubt. And then just getting, I guess, my first experience walking in the door, I didn't know what to expect, but it was just very welcoming. Like,
Mhm.
we're so glad you're here. There was no intimidation, really. It was like, come right in.
Yeah.
You're going to be fine. Jess was at the front desk. Everyone who knows Jess, she is like the nicest person there is. Talking my ear off just made me feel very comfortable throughout the whole thing.
I love that. I think I already know the answer to this next question, but I'm going to ask anyway. What do you like most about working in the position that you do right now today?
The impact, it's just a very different feeling getting to watch people believe in themselves,
Mm.
to like gain confidence, lift weights that they never thought they could lift before. And really, it's not even about the weights at all. It's about becoming stronger, like inside and out. I don't know, it changes who you are as a person. And it is very rewarding to see people go through that journey.
I would agree with you. I would like to ask you this. You started out part time. Did you know that eventually this would lead to a full time role, or were you just you took a leap of faith? Did you trust the process? Like,
I was not expecting it to be full time. I was working at Starbucks when I started here. So I was like splitting my time mornings in Schaumburg and then evenings at Starbucks, which was hard, but I was very caffeinated. So we made it through. Yeah. So no, I was not expecting it to be more than just coaching a couple classes during the week.
yeah,
And
I
it very
do.
quickly escalated.
It did, which leads me to my next topic of conversation. We'll tread lightly, but you started out part time. Now you're full time, and as of recently, in March, you were promoted to lead trainer that oversees both studios and all the coaches. I would like to tell people, when we did decide to give you this position, you were very hesitant. And I personally think, since being in this role, you have done a phenomenal job. And I'm not trying to stroke your ego. I genuinely mean that. So how do you feel since the transition? Has anything changed for you?
I mean, no, not not really. So a lot of the panic was just in my own head. It is very intimidating though to go from, well, I'm just a coach on the floor to now I'm responsible for all the coaches on the floor. And I feel very grateful that you both trusted me to do this and feel that I'm qualified to do this because again, people who know me know that I doubt myself a lot.
Mhm.
So I don't know. It's nerve-wracking, but it's also exciting.
I'm excited for your future. There's a lot in store for everyone on the team. So you mentioned something about imposter syndrome, and I think that's something we need to kind of touch surface or scratch the surface on because not only do you, I, and perhaps maybe other people on the team, even some of our women, whoever, like even I would like for you to kind of make it relatable to our women, like meaning our members, that when they come in, they're nervous, they don't think that they can lift heavier, do things. Can you share the resemblance of the imposter syndrome and the things that you feel and correlate that to maybe a member's experience?
Yeah. I think every I think everybody experiences imposter syndrome in some way, shape, or form, whether that's in the gym or in your career or as a parent or in your relationship. Like we're human. We are all going to feel at one point or another that we are not enough. And that's just a silly little lie that we tell ourselves. That doesn't make it any less hard because
Mm,
the body believes what the mind tells it, but it really is just a silly little lie that's holding you back from being a better version of yourself. And again, that's not just in the gym, that's, in all areas of life. And with me, it's come to the point of, well, why not me?
mhm.
That's what I've started to ask. Like, why not me? Granted, I tell myself it's not, but why not? Like, what if it was? Like, what
Yeah.
if I just allowed myself to step outside of my comfort zone to push a little harder to see what would happen?
I like
'Cause
that.
I could fail, but I also could succeed, and I won't know unless I try, so
Yeah. I like that a lot. I've witnessed and I like to get vulnerable. And I do with every single person that comes on the episode. I've personally witnessed when I'll come into the studio and perhaps you're in the semi-private working out and you suffer from, and I do too, body dysmorphia where you're like, oh, I've been trying to put on more muscle and I'm getting frustrated. And again, this goes back to the imposter syndrome because a lot of people do suffer from body dysmorphia as well. So can you correlate that with your experience and perhaps maybe some others that are experiencing the same thing?
Yes, body dysmorphia and just body image in general. I mean, as women, we've been conditioned to be as small as possible. We wanna see that number on the scale be as low as possible for some unknown reason. It doesn't matter, it's just a dumb number. We don't walk around with a number above our head like we're a Sims character, it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Again, that doesn't make it any less hard. People are very attached to that, but I think it's important to look back and see how far you've come
Mm,
because I may not be the version of myself I want to be yet,
mhm.
but 10 years ago, I couldn't dream of being where I am now.
Yeah.
And I think everybody wants that like instant gratification, but unfortunately, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
takes time, it takes effort and consistency, but that also allows you to build something that you can be really proud of. So I
Mhm.
think it's just important, especially when we're having those low days, being like, oh, I don't like the way I look, my jeans don't fit, the number's not where I want it to be. Okay, but look back 6 months ago, look back
Mm,
3 months ago.
mhm.
What have you been able to do in that time? Not just physically, but like what have you been able to accomplish in that time? That
Yeah.
means so much more, than a bad day in the mirror or
I
a
agree.
higher weigh in than we were hoping.
Yeah. I agree. I feel like a lot of women do not celebrate the milestones. They're so focused on the end goal.
Yeah.
And when they do look back and it's like, I have accomplished a lot. So,
Yeah. It's
um,
not about the end result, it's about
right.
the journey
Yeah.
you took to get there. I mean, that's what
Yeah.
really matters.
Yeah, I would agree with you. So I would like to talk about some of the things that people don't see behind closed doors. For instance, you and I, we collaborate a lot. Most people may not know that. We collaborate when it comes to the group workouts, the semi-private workouts. I'm curious, share your experience on that, the collaboration that you and I have, because sometimes it's like mixing oil and water.
Yeah.
'Cause-
Well, I mean, just from a personal standpoint, you and I work out very differently.
True.
You come from like more of a CrossFit powerlifting style background, and I
Yeah.
do not. So anytime there's burpees or box jumps, I'm like, love this for me. But then
Yeah.
anytime there's Bulgarians, apparently everyone has been conditioned to believe that that's my doing. So you heard it right here that it's not just me.
I would say it's a mutual agreement. I really do, because it's been a pleasure working with you because we have different ideas. There's things that you may share with me. For instance, right before we aired this episode, we were talking about the next 6 week cycle of the semi-private and what that looks like. And you had some really good ideas. And I always have an open mind. I don't know everything. And I want people to know that, because I'm not the end all be all to what happens at LadyStrong Fitness, as you very well know, but maybe other people do not. Like, it's very much a collaboration when it comes to everybody on the team. So
Yeah.
I appreciate you for that.
And I think I have the advantage of, like, I am coaching, I am in studio, and I'm speaking with the other coaches. So we know kind of what transitions may or may not work, or what substitution would work better in a certain scheme to make it more efficient for the women who are actually doing the workout that sometimes you don't always see because you're from this
Right.
higher vantage point.
100%. So I appreciate you guys for that. Okay. So I guess, what does the future hold for you? I'm sure you have goals like anybody. Please share them, what they are. If it's personal, if it's business, like, what type of goals do you have?
I don't know. See, this is where I don't like being vulnerable because it's kind of that imposter syndrome. And if you say it out loud, then like
Okay.
now it's out loud.
Pressure. Yeah. It's like there's pressure. That's fair. You could be very vague. We're not looking for specifics by any means, but I'm sure there has to be something like, or do you have another bodybuilding competition that you want to prep for by the end of the year?
And by the end of the year, I don't know. It is a goal of mine to turn pro in the sport. So I would like to be an IFBB professional bikini bodybuilder. So
That is awesome. I'll be honest with you. I know I had the opportunity to go see Dawn at one of her shows. I have yet to see you on stage, and that would be really awesome to experience, because I wish Dawn was here to testify. I am that annoying person in the background that's screaming and yelling, and not to make you feel uncomfortable by any means, but that's just who I am from a supportive standpoint. So I'm hoping I can be able to share that experience with you.
yes, I want all of the LSF community to come and support me whenever
Yeah.
that show is. I don't know if it's going to be by the end of the year. If not, hopefully like spring of next year.
Okay, that's fair. All right, we'll leave it at that. So I like to end each episode with any advice whatsoever that you may have, if it's from a Green Squad team perspective, a member perspective, any advice that you may have for anybody that's tuning in today.
You can do hard things.
I like that.
Also, I guess trust yourself.
Mm.
That's a big one. I don't know. Trust your community. Like, we're here to support you. That goes for the Green Squad, and it goes for all of our members too. Like, you have this giant support system that is right there in your corner rooting for you every step of the way. And we're here to like hold space for you and believe in you when you're not ready to do that for yourself. So
I love that. We're going to end there with a little heart emoji. So Caitlin, thank you so much for being on the episode today.
thank you for having me.
Yes, you're very welcome. And ladies, thank you so much for tuning in of another episode of Women Behind the Weights. Have an amazing day, and we'll catch you on the next episode. Take care, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to the Women Behind the Weights podcast. We hope you found inspiration and valuable insights from today's episode. If you enjoyed the conversation, please take a moment to subscribe, rate, and leave a review. Your support helps us reach more women like you. Don't forget to connect with us on social media for behind-the-scenes content and to join our growing community. Remember, we're all in this together, and every step you take brings you closer to your goals. Until next time, keep lifting those weights and your voices. You've got this.